some real good moments. It did it. It just did something. Are we still there? Oh, I'm sorry. That was distracting.
Sorry about that.
Life is like a roller coaster. You go down, and you have some down moments, and then you can go up and get some real speed going. And when I get those days, then the things are going well.
Mm-hmm.
It all comes together. And I can get all that work caught up in a couple days when I get to feeling good. So they just got to be more patient with me. Same way with my wife. I have some down days, but then I come around and I get some real good things going, feel good, a little more attentive to her. But when I'm down, she needs to recognize it's just part of life.
Mm-hmm. I see. Well, we'll try to work on that and see what we can do. I'm going to go ahead and ask you some of those questions that I told you about, if that's okay with you.
Sure.
Okay. Can you please tell me your full name?
It is Steve Parker.
And do you know where you're at right now?
In Loma Linda at the behavioral clinic.
Okay. What's today's date? Month, date, and year.
Oh, today is what? The 11/15/2010.
Okay. And what day of the week is it?
Today is Tuesday.
What season of the year are we in?
Well, I think of it as fall because it's football season.
And why are you here?
Because people are unhappy with me.
Okay. And at this current time, how are you feeling right now, this moment?
I'm okay.
You're okay.
I'm okay. Not too high, not too low today.
Okay. So kind of in a medium. If you could describe it, would you say you're good, happy? Are you irritable? Are you anxious, depressed? How would you describe how you're feeling at this moment?
Is there like a medium? No, I'm not happy.
Mm-hmm.
Because you seem like a nice enough lady, but I don't want to be talking to people, so I'm not happy, but I'm not sad.
Okay. Okay, that works. I'm going to ask you some questions about your memory. I'm going to ask you about your childhood. What elementary did you go to? Do you remember the elementary?
Place called Riley Elementary.
Riley Elementary. And I'm going to ask you what you did this past summer. Or over the past few months. You remember what you did this summer? Anything exciting?
No, I worked all summer. And there wasn't too much joy in it, but I kept going to work and getting paid.
That's good.
That's right.
And what did you have for dinner last night?
A salad and some chicken and some Brussels sprouts.
Very healthy.
Well, that wife says that maybe if I eat right, it'll improve my attitude.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to repeat these 3 words with me, and in about 5 minutes, I'm going to ask you to tell me what words I gave you. The 3 words are pen, chair, and flag. So I'm going to ask you about those again in a couple of minutes. So, I'm also going to ask you to, we're going to test your concentration and your ability to tend to tasks. So I would like for you to count backwards in 5s. From starting at 100, going backwards.
Okay. 100, 95, 90, 85, 80, 75, 70,
that is
65, 60. You want me to go all the way down?
No, you're doing great.
Okay.
Doing great. I'm also going to ask you to spell the word world backwards.
What if I might not be able to spell it forward. Let's see. DLROW.
Very good. Now, if I were to ask you, don't cry over spilled milk, what would you think that meant?
That means don't overreact to things.
Very.
Things happen, so you just gotta go with the flow.
Go with the flow. That's a good one. You're doing very good. I'm going to ask you about similarities and differences. So, how are apples and oranges similar, and how do they differ?
Well, they both fruits, and one's red and one's orange. One's a citrus, and apple's something different. I don't know what fruit family that's from, but it ain't a citrus.
Okay. Now we're going to go back and I'm going to ask you what those three words were.
The flag, and a pen, and a chair.
Very good. So, sometime I'm going to ask you some more questions. Does the world around you sometimes feel real or unsimilar? Like, do you ever feel like you're in your body, but you feel detached from your emotions and your feelings?
No, I don't have any out-of-body experiences, if that's what you're after. But, no, I kind of stay. People aren't comfortable with me sometimes, but I'm always inside myself, and I know who I am.
Do you ever find yourself daydreaming about random things?
Yeah.
Zoning out?
Yeah, sometimes I lose concentration.
How often does that happen?
When I'm sitting at my desk sometimes and I'm supposed to take notes, I just kind of lose focus and kind of sit there. It could happen a couple times a day.
Is there anything in particular like you'll zone out and daydream about, or?
No, I don't even think that it's I daydream. I just kind of lose focus and drift off and not really there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just kind of sitting there.
I see. Have you ever felt a disconnect from your thoughts?
Nope, I'm always connected to them. People don't like them, but I'm always connected to those thoughts.
Do you say you'd ever misinterpret things that are around you, such as noises, sounds, shadows, like things that you see?
Not things like that, but sometimes my wife says I misinterpret what she says, and that's why she says I'm irritable, because she'll say things and I just have no tolerance for her sometimes. So she says I misinterpret things that she says.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever hear voices or see things that other people might not see or hear?
No, I ain't crazy, lady.
I gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. When you wake up, do you ever at that point feel that or go to sleep? Do you see or hear things, or is it just your wife?
She
like you said.
She just doesn't pay attention to me, right?
No, she doesn't pay attention to you, huh? Okay. Do you ever have unexplained sensations, such as do you ever smell things that other people might not, or taste things, or feel things, like tangibles? No? That's good. All right.